Hello, you're watching DigitalRev TV. Recently we got a message from a man who doesn't want to disclose his name, so we'll just call him Bob for the purpose of this feature. And he's asking for help buying a DSLR kit for his holiday. On this holiday he wants to take pictures of wildlife, nightlife, landscape, street and people photos. What's more, he wants it to be easy to use and relatively light. Then he says, I've got a budget of £1,000. Is this possible? Best regards, Pete Bob. Well, Bob, let's give you a helping hand. Okay, so now I'm £1,000 richer. Now let's go spend it. Okay, so let's go to the DigitalRev.com website.
Let me show you how easy it is to shop at DigitalRev.
Right, I want one of these, this, 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 this. Oh, I nearly forgot. And last but not least, I think I'll have that. Hang on, I'm over budget. Okay, do I really need a battery grip? Nah. Okay, so let's proceed to checkout. Shipping address, Kai's desk. Okay, so let's bake like a banana and split. We'll come back a bit later and hopefully it's delivered. Wow, I never realised the shipping department was such a creative bunch. They're either really big fans of Neolithic architecture, or perhaps they just miss playing with Lego. Anyway, here are the goodies. Feels like Christmas has come early for me. Or late, depending on how you look at it. Let's take a look at what we've got. We've come here today to Stanley. And we've pimped our camera, but unfortunately we haven't got the battery grip. So I've spent the rest of the budget on this lovely shirt here. One of the first items I picked was this Coleman monopod. It's useful for getting stable shots without having to carry a tripod. What's more, if any muggers try to take your equipment, you can attack them. What else have I got? A Canon 500D body with a Nikon strap, 50mm f1.8 and a polarizer. I've got a Nissin flash. I thought they make instant noodles. I've also got this Tamron zoom lens, which is very pocket friendly, great for investment bankers now that they don't have their Christmas bonus. Okay, let's take some photos. Oh, just poked myself in the nuts. The great thing about the 18 to 250mm Tamron is that it gives me a great range from wide.
The 18mm gives a 35mm format equivalent field of view of 28mm. Which is nice for landscapes.
And lets me see things really far away.
So you can get a variety of different shots on holiday from this one lens. The Tamron 18 to 250mm is a useful lens to have while out on the street, or on the rocks as we were. You can choose the focal length that you want, so you can take a look at the bigger picture. Or focus more on one subject.
Right, so now we've come to one of the most famous buildings in Stanley. Don't ask me what it's called.
With its colonial charm, it proves to be a popular place for people to have their photos taken. So a little bit of extra illumination is always handy to light up your subject.
Now, the Canon 500D already has a built-in flash, but I thought I'd add a bit of extra power. This is all my budget allowed. I'm going to hand this to the cameraman now, and he's going to take a portrait of me. Okay, so now we're going to enter Stanley Market, which is a dark place. So we're going to put on our 50mm f1.8, which will allow us to take some photos in a low light situation. We won't really need a polarizer.
Even with the f1.8 aperture, the focus, when teamed with the 500D, is speedy and accurate. It turned out that our cameraman has a bit of a fetish for larger sized ladies, so he wanted me to take a photo for him. But with a 1.6 crop, in a tight space like this, the 50mm does have its limitations.
So big that I have to even stand back.
At £80, this 50mm f1.8 is a great buy, giving you decently sharp images even when wide open.
And the great thing about the 500D is that it lets you take movies.
The movie mode is a useful addition to a DSLR like this, although you shouldn't expect perfection, as things do get a bit juddery when you're on the move.
So is it like a challenge then? I have to find some tourists to take pictures of?
Yes, you have to find at least 5 tourists.
Then I got set a challenge to take photos of 5 tourists, with their permission. If I fail, I have to wear a Canon t-shirt for the rest of the week in the office.
Excuse me, are you a tourist?
I even asked some of the covert tourists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll ask. He's a fellow Canon user, so he'll love me. Hi, can you take a picture?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Can I take a picture of you? Excuse me, can you take a picture of me? I'll just.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Where is Murray House?
It's not this one, is it?
No, that's the Maritime Museum.
If you just press that button
there.
Yeah. You think it was easy to use?
Yes, that's a beautiful camera.
Extends as well.
Unfortunately, I forgot to ask if I could take their picture.
You know, trying to explain to one girl that I'm not a pervert is bad enough. Explaining to a group of girls that I'm not a pervert and just wanted to take a photo of them for no apparent reason is even harder to explain. Can we find some people in wheelchairs?
Despite only having a short time to play with this kit, I kind of grew attached to it. Although it's not a pro body, and the lenses don't have a red ring around the barrel, what it did offer was flexibility, and most importantly, it takes decent pictures when needed. It doesn't have a whole horde of features, but that makes it all the easier for you, or anyone else, to use the camera. I hope that this little setup is more than adequate for Bob's needs, or for anybody who's looking to put together a camera kit to take on holiday.
So you think it looks okay with the t-shirt on top of the sweater? Okay, so it just goes to show that it doesn't necessarily cost an arm and an L lens to put together a reasonable DSLR kit to take nice holiday photos. If you need help figuring out what to buy, why not drop us a tweet via Twitter or a message via Facebook?